Hello aspirants, welcome back. In this video, we are going to discuss about the difference between International Court of Justice and International Criminal Court. International Criminal Court is in the news because it given arrest warrant against Putin and also against Netanyahu. So it is the most expected topic that UPSC can pick for the 2025. The question will come on ICC. There should be a information regarding ICJ in the option. So it is always better to compare and study between this ICJ and ICC. Okay, let's get started the topic. So these pictures you can find in Google and you can read. Okay, so ICJ, International Court of Justice, is established in 1946. It is United Nations body. So United Nations is formed in after Second World War, that is after 1945 and 46 that time. So this ICJ also, because it is a UN body, it is also formed in the 1946. Not all UN organizations are formed in 1946, but this International Court of Justice is formed in 1946. Okay, the headquarters of this ICJ is present in Netherlands, Hague. Okay, the types of cases that the International Court of Justice is going to deal is it is majorly going to deal the political related disputes between the countries, the boundary between two countries, for example, Pakistan and China. Sorry, Pakistan and India, and India and China. Between any two countries, the boundary disputes the ICC is going to deal with, and natural resources between two countries, maritime disputes between two countries. So all this, the disputes which are mentioned here, it is going to deal with. So majorly keep in mind, it is majorly going to deal with the disputes majorly which are related to political in nature. Okay. So as we have seen, it is a United Nations body. So United Nations will fund this International Court of Justice. Coming to International Criminal Court, it is formed in 2002. It is very new organization. Okay, and the relationship with the United Nations is it is not a United Nations body. So ICJ, that is International Court of Justice, is United Nations body, but not this ICC. This is the major comparison that you should remember. The headquarters is same. The ICJ and ICC are present in the Netherlands, The Hague. The types of cases that ICC is going to deal is majorly the criminal cases, like during the war crimes, and also individual crimes, majorly international individual crimes. Such types of cases the ICC is going to deal. Because of this, the Putin is did some crime against Ukraine. That is the case. That's why ICC is given the arrest warrant against Putin and also against the Netanyahu. So ICC is majorly going to deal with the criminal nature of cases. But this ICJ is the International Court of Justice, is majorly going to deal with the political nature of disputes between the two countries. Okay. Coming to funding, it is not a United Nations organization. Because of that, individual countries are going to fund this International Criminal Court, and also United Nations also, even though it is not a part of United Nations also can contribute. United Nations also going to contribute for this funding. There are some other comparisons also between this ICJ and ICC. Those are the very important one is that this Rome Statute. Rome Statute is nothing but the place where this court, the signature was made at the initial time. So at this place in the Rome, the ICC, International Criminal Court, is came into existence. That's why we call it as Rome Statute. Through the Rome Statute, the ICC is came into the existence. But this International Criminal Court is came to existence because of this UN Charter, because it is a United Nations body, so it came into the thing with the United Nations Charter. The headquarters we already know. This composition, it is not much important. It is very much factual, but it is okay if you are having that memory, you can remember. But it's not that much very important to remember because it is very much factual. This cases is very important. Okay, the International Criminal Court, it is majorly legalized the individuals. Okay, criminally responsible. Here, the countries itself, this court will make the countries itself responsible for the disputes. But in this case, it is majorly and only the individuals. It is not going to designate any country as a criminal country. it is going to designate an individual as a criminal. But here in this, it is majorly going to designate the country itself, because the dispute is between India and China. So it is not between the members like Prime Minister Modi, and not between China president. Okay, this is the major comparison between ICC and ICC. The UPSC is coming. It is majorly in this, and the before slide also is there, right? In this two only the question is going to come. Okay. Now we will go extra mile, and let's see what UPSC can pick. Okay, extra. So who are not members of ICC? Before that, I will try to explain you who are members of ICJ. First, we will see ICJ, International Court of Justice, because it is a United Nations body. The members who are part of United Nations, all those members are part of this International Court of Justice. Okay, the members who are part of United Nations will become the members of International Court of Justice. Okay, there is no confusion in the membership of this International Court of Justice. But coming to International Criminal Court, there is a lot of confusions. So United Nations, China, Russia, India, and Israel, all these the countries which are in the news are not part of ICC. So it is the most expected options that UPSC will pick. Who are the members of ICC and who are the not members of ICC? And Ukraine became the part of ICC in 2024. Okay, so Ukraine is part of ICC. They will give the who are not members, including the Ukraine. So Ukraine became part in the 2024. So all these countries, including India, is not part of ICC. Okay, this one should remember. Next, coming to how UPSC can ask a question from this topic. It can ask United Nations status, whether ICC is a United Nations body, otherwise International Court of Justice is a United Nations body. That the UPSC may ask. And membership, which countries are part of ICC, which countries are not part of, as we discussed. And which charter, like Rome Charter we have discussed, like that. And types of cases each court will deal, which types of cases. And this is very important, the arrest warrant and its implications. ICC is given the arrest warrant against Putin. So what next? What will happen to, what is the legal implication of this? Okay, we will see that. So this is also very much expected. So because just a second, because India is not a member, if Russian president, that is Putin, will come to India, because India is not a member of ICC, India is not legally binding to arrest the Putin. The countries which are which are members of this ICC, they are legally binding to arrest the Putin and also Netanyahu. For example, Ukraine. If the Putin will go to Ukraine, the Ukraine government should arrest the Putin. That is a legally binding agreement. So if the Putin is going to all these countries are not responsible to arrest the Putin, because they are not part of ICC. That one should remember. This ICC is legally binding agreement. Okay, legally binding. The arrest warrant is also legally binding against to the Putin and also Netanyahu. That is what we have mentioned here. So this is all about differences and the UPSC scope of asking question regarding ICC and the ICC. So if UPSC picks a question, it is 98% is between all they are going to pick about in this information only. And there is one more court that is there. This is also international court, that is permanent court of arbitration. You should read about this. I am not going to discuss because it is not much important. So, but you should not leave this topic. Permanent Court of Arbitration. You are also going to study about who are members and what cases it is going to deal with. You just have an idea about what it is and like that. But UPSC is going to ask, if they are going to ask, they are going to ask about ICJ and ICC only. I hope you like the video. Thank you so much for watching, and keep supporting. Thank you.